All right, hey everyone, and welcome to the Morning Bolt, and welcome to new viewers on our YouTube platform, which is, we've been doing these shows since the very, very beginning of the pandemic, and it was a way to keep everyone connected, and we've just kind of continued to do them. It's usually myself and Blair with a guest or two. From the bowling world, sometimes not even the bowling world. Sometimes we've had other people on our show as well. So if you are watching us on YouTube, welcome to the first time we're doing a show on YouTube, and we're simultaneously doing it over on Facebook, which is pretty cool. Let's welcome in Blair.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, friends from YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah, we want to. What about the Twitterverse? Can we do the Twitterverse too?
I don't think we need to do Twitter.
Can we go live on the Twitterverse?
We could go live on Instagram, but I would just set up a device and it would look wonky. So.
I want to go live on everything.
Yeah.
Can we go live on ESPN? Can we go on the ESPN?
No, we don't have access to the ESPN
All
channels. Right. Maybe someday. Someday on ESPN.
So we might have some new viewers today, Blair. So here's the first order of business is usually because in Utah it is 9 a.m. and we are finishing up our morning coffee. So if you have coffee, cheers to you. We also traditionally will share a fun little life hack or useless information at the beginning of the show. Then we get into the show. Then we bring our guests on, usually in 5 minutes or so, and have a chat. Today, there's no guest because we have a tremendous amount of information that we have to share with you. We're having our first ever big event launch party. I think it is taking place tomorrow, and it will be on YouTube and on Facebook. And this is the spring event. And I think we're late to the party, Blair, because it's actually spring right now.
Yeah, technically it's still spring.
It's not summer yet?
Summer does not start until June.
So we're going to have a summer event as well. Yeah. And it might be 6 weeks from now. When we have a lot of information to share with summer launches and things. But Blair, let's talk about the event itself and why we're doing it in the first place.
Sure.
Do you know why we're doing it, Blair?
I think we're doing it because we have an awesome community and we want to bring our community closer together and share new things with all of you and celebrate together.
Yeah. And unlike any of the other traditional shows, you can tell by this corporate logo that we use, it has all of our 5 brands within it. And we plan on each one of these events to share information about what's happening on all brands. So like you can tune in and see what's happening. Well, Zen Soul, for example. Zen Soul's coming out the end of this week. You can go into a pro shop and get it. It's a really, people are loving this product on our pro staff. And anyway, you're going to have opportunities like that. You'll get updates from 3G Shoes and Rotogrip and our friends at Master. So kind of, you're going to get it all in one show. And a lot of times during these shows, we plan on introducing you to new technology that we have put into new product launches, or just ways that we do things to help you understand what's happening in the inner workings of Storm. So I think you want to tune in. I know Blair is usually the one that gives away a whole bunch of stuff, which I don't know if Bill Chrisman is happy about, but Blair's like our little Oprah Winfrey, like you get a this, you get a that. But basically, on tomorrow night's show, anyone that's watching live and drops any comment, Blair, like use any comment.
Yes.
You're entered to win.
We're not doing the crazy Gary makes Blair pull her hair out and get more gray hair picking live, because that never works. So if you watch, you have to watch live. You have to comment live. And I can see if you commented live.
Yeah.
You have to watch live, comment live, and then you'll be entered to win something great.
Yeah, and we're announcing the grand prize winner on Wednesday's The Morning Bolt, which is this show, which Blair actually will not be on.
Nope.
It'll be myself and another co-host. So Blair will be traveling. She'll be in the air during the show. She can't be on. But she will go through. You have some high-tech thing that goes through and organizes and selects like the winner or something?
Basically.
It's like a software or
It's
something.
not
you use?
super high tech. It's actually anti high tech.
Oh, it's anti-high tech.
But it is effective.
Yeah, it's a fair way to determine who our winner is, and the
Yes.
grand prize winner is getting the ball of their choice. Now, there's probably a couple other prizes that will be available. I think, Blair, you told me maybe a Storm App University course, maybe, which is really cool. $50 value. You get to pick a course on our newly launched app and just take it from your cell phone, wherever you may be. So pretty cool.
I like it.
So
Yeah,
All right.
so everyone has picked up on the fact that we have construction going on.
yes, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Everything is awesome.
It is and we're hopeful that it won't be going on tomorrow at 4 p.m. So that's our hope. But yes, we do have a little bit of construction. It is not the sound of a printer. I am not getting a coffee bar. Good guesses, though. These are all really great guesses.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So I guess the cat's out of the bag. Mr. Chrisman, right, who our CEO founder, he collects bowling stuff, and he has done so forever. He has really cool stuff. Well, he is adding on to Storm HQ and building a museum, so to speak.
Yes.
And I don't know all the details with it. I just know that it's happening, and that's what you hear
Right.
in the background.
Yeah.
You hear the addition of a museum going up to house all of these cool memorabilia things that are related to bowling. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So,
It is awesome. So, and they'll all have a special place, and yeah. So until then, we get to listen to the wonderful sounds of construction.
yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. All right. YouTubers, you should know that on Fridays on the Morning Bowl, there is, I don't know, do you refer to Brady as a kid?
He's
He's a
the
kid.
bowling science kid.
He's like 15, 16.
Wait,
How old
can
is he?
we show a special Brady on Monday? Can we show like last Friday's episode today, since we have some new friends?
Yeah, of course. And that's the best way to do it. But Brady breaks down one science hack or myth or bust a myth or whatever. He does something every single week
Yes.
with his dad, Brian. They film it together. I imagine, I don't know who does the heavy editing, but either way, it's great. And so you want to watch Friday's shows because you get this 2 minutes. It's always 2 minutes. It's like
you
almost exactly 2 minutes.
You put the fear of like, I don't know what in Brady, because he will not go over his 2 minutes.
I know. The reason is because Brady is a longtime Storm U Championships bowler, and he knows that Gary doesn't do late.
No, he doesn't.
I don't do late, and so when I told him 2 minutes, I'm like, it's 2 minutes. We should have him
I
do
think
like
it's
a
max
big giant
3
show.
minutes though, because sometimes he will go a little over 2.
Yeah, we've
Max
given him
3.
leeway.
Yeah, because they're awesome. They're the
Yeah.
greatest science. Like sometimes I even understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, like
Sometimes.
this last week's
Yeah,
one.
last week.
So you're going to get this special preview for all the YouTube watchers out there. You will get to see Brady, Storm's bowling science kid, and here you go. Enjoy.
Hey Storm Nation, it's Brady, Storm's Bowling Science Kid. Have you ever seen someone throw an amazing game and so you run out and get that exact same ball with the exact same layout with the pin just above the ring finger, only to find that your brand new ball can't get to the pocket even if it had a flashlight and a map? Well, you probably already know that there is a lot more to laying out a bowling ball than having the pin above or below the finger holes. The positive access point, or PAP, is the axis the bowling ball rotates around when you first roll it off your hand. PAPs will vary from person to person, but it's important to know what yours is so your ball driller will be able to lay out your new ball to get the reaction that you want. Your PAP is important because the distance from the pin to your PAP will determine how stable or unstable the weight block is in the ball and what it will be at release, and how much your ball will flare on the lane. But did you know that your PAP can change over time? So it's a good idea to check your PAP every once in a while to make sure it hasn't moved around too much. To find your PAP, you can stop by your favorite VIP Pro Shop or you can check it yourself. To check it yourself, you just need some vinyl tape, a marking pencil, and maybe an armadillo. And no, not that kind of armadillo. First, just throw a shot, and when the ball comes back, trace the first oil line with the pencil. Now line up that line with the matching line on the armadillo and put a piece of tape under the pointy end of the armadillo. Now you can check your work by taking a shot and making sure the ball rotates around the tape for the first few feet on the lane. The tape will start to move when the ball sees some friction, but you are just looking for that spot off your hand. If you don't have an armadillo, you can just try to move the pencil line until it's level with the ground and put the piece of tape on top of the ball. Now that you know where your PAP is, it's time to measure and see how far over and either up or down it is from the center of your grip. Just measure how far over the tape is from your bridge for two-handers or the center of your grip if you use a thumb. Then just measure how far either up or down the tape is from that line, and you've got your PAP. As you can see here, mine is 5.5 inches over and 1 inch down. So if you're noticing your old layouts aren't working as well anymore, maybe it's not the ball, maybe your PAP has moved a little, and it's time to head to your VIP Pro Shop and get those layouts tuned up. That's it for this week. If you have any ideas for cool bowling science experience that you'd like to see tested, you can message around on Instagram at BowlingBrady300. And be sure to tune in next week for more of me, Brady, Sterling's Bowling Science Kid, Fridays on the Morning Bolt.
All right, well, there you have it. There's for all you new YouTubers out there that enjoy our platform over there, and now we're live on YouTube. That's a glimpse into what you see every Friday on the Morning Bolt. And a lot of cool stuff coming up, Blair. Like, what's going on? Wednesday, I've got a co-host. Friday, you are live from Davenport, Iowa, the Storm U Championships, those are always fun shows because you usually gather some kids, and we talk to the athletes that are actually competing, and they come on and will tell us information on what's happening. And then I'm looking forward into the following week, and I look at on Wednesday the 1st of June, everyone. PBA commish is Tom Clark himself is coming on the Morning Bolt again. He's been on the show before. We are putting him on the hot seat, and we are asking him who is winning the PBA League. There was a draft. You've seen it. But Tom's such a cool guy. I mean, he's literally one of my favorite people, and he's a wealth of bowling knowledge, too. So, like, if you had a question about any bowling history, he's a good guy to ask on the show. And you can just type in your comments. We'll see him and ask Tom directly on your behalf. But here's a look at the teams that are out there, and he's going to handicap them live on our show on the 1st of June.
It's a lot of pressure. You're really putting him on the hot seat.
It is kind of interesting. We also have on that same day, you got two of the up-and-coming, I don't know if they're up-and-coming, they're already superstars. You've got Spencer Robars and Jillian Martin, who are going to be in-house doing some media for us on the 1st, and they have said they're going to be on the Morning Bolt as well. And so
that's going to be a crazy day.
You've got like the guy at the PBA, and then you've got the two kids that are really
They both have
epic.
won. They both won the PBA Junior National title, and then Jillian has won 2, I believe. She won back to back. So they both have already won on the PBA tour technically.
Yeah.
So they just have a PBA Junior title. And then Jillian, of course, has won a PWBA tour event. No title because she's not a member yet.
And Spencer made the TV show at the Masters
right.
last year. So they're amazing kids. They're really nice, and I'm so looking forward to them visiting us here in Utah and doing some media with them. It's going to be really fun. I like Vic in with the Team Lumberjack.
Who's your team, Gary? Last year you went with the Las Vegas High Rollers. That was who you went with.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the teams, to be honest, yet. I'm seeing them on the screen like you guys are.
Or
right
no,
now.
you were the Wisconsin. Who did you pick?
I liked Marshall Holman's always been my favorite bowler, so I think when he had a team, I was whatever Marshall Holman's team was.
That's who you were. But I thought,
I don't. It looks like he's on the Pabst Blue Ribbon Pounders now.
Yeah.
Sean Rash, Dick Allen, Ryan Simonelli, AJ Chapman, and Spar.
Yeah.
ALS. Anthony Lavery Spar. I have to look for the people that I connect with probably the most. I mean, I like pretty much everyone on these teams. I see a Brandon Novak getting picked up on the Mark Baker's team. Those
And
the
Chris Vi.
Springs.
Look at Chris Vi in there, and that's a good team.
Well, I think Chris Vi was picked up prior. I don't think Brandon was a pickup.
No, this is
yet.
the first year he's in the league.
First year that he's in the league. We did have Dell and Carolyn Dorn-Ballard on the show on Friday, and they went through their two teams, which are in the upper left.
I always pick the New York City Kingpins because I love
Because
New
you
York
like
City.
New York City.
Yeah, so I feel like I should stay with that, but I also feel like I may be the cloud because they always have a pretty talented team. So
I'm looking through these teams right now.
I mean, you do have a couple
really
weeks
like
to
any of
decide.
them.
How,
I don't
you don't
like
like
any
any of them?
No.
How can you not like any of them? Because
I
you
like-
like all of them.
Yeah.
Ildemaro's your guy. Ildemaro, Frankie, that team's good. AJ,
Yeah.
Andrew.
I'm going to put some thought into it, and then when we have Tom on the show, I will tell my pick, and you can pick yours, which we already know is the Kingpins. So
Yeah, I
it's
picked the Kingpins.
Boring.
Why is it boring?
Listen, guys, gals, ladies, gentlemen, the bracket. You got to go check out the bracket right now
For Queens?
for the Queens. We had a good day yesterday. We got a lot left in the winners bracket. And then what is it now? The contenders, the elimination. There's some bracket now. It used to be called the losers bracket. I liked it a lot.
Contenders.
I liked it a lot more when
Or
it was the
contenders.
losers bracket.
I think everyone still calls it the losers bracket, but now it's
I liked it more
politically
that way.
correct.
Yeah, it's politically correct.
Yes, contenders.
You're not the winners. So
You're the contenders.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Blair, the Queens. Is your pick still alive? Mine is still
I
alive in
didn't
the
have
winners
a
bracket.
pick. Did I have a pick? Did I pick Kelly?
Yeah.
I think
and
I picked Kelly, and she did not.
She's out, and
She-
I've got Liz Johnson.
Oh yeah, you went out on a limb again.
Yeah, I picked her first week. She finished 10th, and then I picked her this week, and she's in the winners bracket so far.
My week one pick of Julia Bond, who is defending, and she
Undefeated.
is looking very strong right now. So I
She
should
did-
have just stuck with her this week.
I don't think she looked very strong in qualifying because I think she was way down the list.
That's what she did last year too. She wasn't at the top of the leaderboard last year, but she
Yeah.
won all her matches when she got to the
She
match
was
play.
42. She was the 42nd in the bracket, and
This
she's
is what
undefeated.
she does. She sneaks in under the radar,
Yeah,
and then she just comes in for the kill.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dusty Hill, I don't disagree with you saying the Tang brothers
That's my team.
and Sherman together, easy. Yeah,
New York City Kingpins.
little chemistry there for sure from those kids. So
Yeah, see? Buff Love knows. Julia already knew she had a spot because she was the defending champion. So defending champions automatically get a spot.
yeah. Blair. Let's see. What else? Is there anything else going on today? We talked about this big epic event, the spring event tomorrow night. Pretty cool. Hopefully you tune in and watch. Hopefully if you do, you win. Just comment something.
It'll be on both YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah. Or as I like to say, the YouTube and the Facebook.
Yeah, at the beginning of the show,
The
people were
Googles.
calling you out on the platforms. You're on the platforms.
Platforms.
You're taking over all the platforms, Gary.
You're all the platforms. There you go.
For YouTube fans, you'll find out that Gary likes to put the in front of he calls it the Google and the Facebook, and he says that
I'm 100.
everything is a platform,
I'm
not a
100
channel.
years old.
So
I'm 100 years old, and it shows. It shows.
only when you say platform, that's when it shows.
Blair, I still need a guest. The Buffalo has offered to be a guest, I think, on tomorrow's show.
On
Who
Wednesday?
else was it? Someone else said that they
I don't
would
know.
jump in and be my co-host on Wednesday's show when you're flying. We still need that. I like Joshua from the Philippines. What's up? How have you been? It's good to have you. And you got to come over stateside and come visit us at Storm, Joshua. You got to come visit us. We'll give you a little tour and hang out, bowl in our training lanes. Blair, I'm super, super pumped because 2 great things happening this week. Super positive. We've got the spring event, of course, on Tuesday, and then we've got the Storm U Championships. It's SYC. It's going back to this great state of Iowa, which is fantastic. I think the event sold out in like a minute, and you and Leanne are going, and I am staying home and being Mr. What's it called? Like Mr. Dad or Mr. Mom? Or,
isn't that a movie in the 80s?
There's a
Mr.
movie.
Mom.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
There's a movie.
It was funny.
So we're super excited about that just this week. And anything else, Blair, that we need to be excited about? Because I thought you were running a big contest over on the 900 Global pages for this really, really cool opportunity to win some
we are.
stuff.
Yeah, so on the 900 Global page, the Zen Soul, we're in week 2 of our Mind, Body, and Soul campaign. So we've checked off the mental game. Daria gave her advice on the mental game.
Okay.
This week, Daria is giving her advice on the physical game. So we're going to check that one off. She has a really unique story for those who don't know. Daria's dad was involved in bodybuilding and lifting, powerlifting. So she knows all about training and resting and recovery. And right now she's nursing an injury. So she talks a little bit about how to recover, because I think that's something that as bowlers, we go and bowl league 3 games a week sometimes being big for me because I don't really bowl consistently. And then we show up at big tournaments, right? Even the Open Championships where you're bowling 9 games and you don't think about it, right?
Yeah.
And there might be a little bit of pain or recovery. So she talks about some of the things that you can do if you're not totally in shape, which some of us that work desk jobs may not be in the best shape of our lives. I speak for myself. So I don't feel like I'm in the best shape of my life.
And can you win over there?
Yeah, every week we're giving away a Zen Soul. So week 1 winner will be chosen today. We had plenty of entries for week 1. So someone will win a Zen Soul today, and then week 2 kicks off today, and another Zen Soul is up for grabs. And then the other thing, and we've been talking about this for weeks, but our YouTube friends may not know, but we have this cool new app. And
See it loading. It's flashing the little bolts. Oh, Storm.
There it is. And you can take lessons from coaches, all these coaches that are in here as my phone loads. And the university packages, which Gary mentioned. So lots of fun in the app. And we have a contest going for that too. So if you haven't downloaded it yet, go to stormbowling.com, click on the contest, and go and download it, and you'll be entered to win.
Just giving away a lot of stuff, Blair.
Telling you.
It's the way we do it. It's the way we roll. I'm trying to look. Where is it? It's right here. There's a big square right in the middle of the homepage.
Stormbowling.com.
Yeah, and so it says, hey, you can download it on the Apple Store or get it on Google Play. You just click which one you want, which of course we all know is the Apple Store, right? The App Store with our friends at Apple.
Gary is a huge Apple fan.
I like Apple. I think they're pretty good. Yeah.
I like Apple. Did you hear, Gary? This is just random facts with Blair. I'm making a new segment. Did you hear that Apple has officially killed the iPod? The iPod is no more.
I did hear this.
And I feel like that's, for me, it hurt a little bit. I still had one, except I think I lost it recently because I stopped using it and it was in my headphone case. And I just opened my headphone case and it's not in there anymore. So I think I left it on a plane or something. Like it fell out.
Yeah.
But I had an iPod, like the first generation iPod, and I was so excited about having it. It was the coolest thing ever. I had a powder blue one, and it had the little spinny wheel.
That was great.
It was awesome. It was the coolest thing ever.
Buffalo, I'm with you. I still have my iPod as well.
I just lost mine.
It's in my cool collectible stuff. So anyway,
Unless it's in my backpack, which it could be in my backpack. It could have fallen out. I think I lost it on a plane, which I'm a little sad about. So, oh well. Anyway,
all right.
people have iPods.
I think we're good and done for the day, and we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, where it'll be me and a co-host to be named and surprised here in the next day. So tune in Wednesday to the Morning Bolt on either one of these platforms. Are we doing either one of these platforms, Blair?
Well,
You have the software. How is that going to work for me? Can I do it? Can we set up my software so that I can stream on both YouTube?
potentially can. Potentially.
All right, let's figure it out, and we'll try it.
Yeah.
We'll either be on Facebook or the YouTube or both.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see you on Tuesday.